What's up, guys? It's your boy Julian here again with, well, not again, but with my first ever reaction video and first ever video on my channel. And I am going to be reacting to a video that says, yes, I'm trans, and no, I'm not transitioning. And I know that none of you guys know this unless y'all know me in real life, which is a really small chance, but I am actually a trans boy myself. I was assigned female at birth, then look at me now. I'm not okay, I'm never doing that again in my life. But yeah, here I am now. This video may trigger me, it may not. I don't know. But just anyway, make sure to go hit that subscribe. Make sure to go like my channel. Make sure to leave a comment down below, whatever you want. And yeah, let's get right into the video.
Hey everyone, it's Luna. Today, by popular demand, I am going to talk about being trans and what it means to me and why I feel so strongly about being really open about being trans and talking about it.
You want attention?
Even though I'm passing as female. So,
why do you say passing as female?
Disclaimer.
I'm a female.
Identify as male. I am male. I knew from a really young age that I was a boy.
Not even a minute into this video and I'm already starting to get triggered. Okay. She says, oh, I identify as male. First 5 things she says. Hi, my name is Luna. Doesn't really give off from the way you appear. Doesn't give off the impression you're a male. She's not trying to burst your bubble. Just saying.
It's never been like any point of conflict within myself. It just is a conflict in how other people perceive me and how I'm treated in society. So
how you're treated in society. By treated, you mean people calling you she. I'm calling you a she, alright? I'm calling her a she, alright? Are you talking about how people treat you in society by calling you ma'am, she, they, or whatever? That's because you give no effort. Okay, so you say you're a boy, but you give no effort into showing yourself as a boy. Like, you don't have to transition. I mean, I get it when she says, oh, I'm not transitioning. You don't have to transition medically, like testosterone surgery. You don't have to do that. But if you say I identify as male, but like you don't socially change, I mean, yeah, you have access to stuff that will make you appear to avoid other people. You can have access to your binary. You can have access to changing your pronouns, your name. First thing you said, my name is Luna. Okay, sounds like a girl. Just saying. You have access to cutting your hair, access to cutting a binder, wearing male clothes, but yeah, you're over here comfortable making a YouTube video in a crop top. Just throwing that out there.
It's just always been a known fact within myself that I was a boy. And even the first time I came out, I had to be like 5 or 6, and I don't think I really realized I was coming out. I don't realize I ever had to come out, and that my perception of myself and who I was and my identity didn't match what people were seeing and how people perceived me.
Don't pull that victim card. Don't do that.
And societal roles that I was expected to play. So I first came out when I was like 5 or 6. Being raised in such a Mormon household and like in Utah in general, I didn't know any trans people. I didn't know any trans people until I was in.
You don't even know you can't even pronounce the word pumpernickel. You were barely even in school. What do you mean?
Don't really.
You're literally just learning what the term gender means.
The only trans person I ever knew about really was Alexis Arquette, and as soon as I really was exposed to Alexis, I just knew. I was like, that's what I am, and she looks amazing.
Okay, that face is actually hilarious. But okay, let's say if you didn't meet her, you would be identifying as a girl, which you do right now. But like just saying, you wouldn't be making this whole video saying, "Oh, I'm trans." Da 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 da. So It's not how that works. You're either born like that or you're not. You're born like that. You're getting the influence off of someone. It's like, so you saw someone and you're like, oh wait, they're getting a lot of attention. I want that. Hey guys, guess what? I'm trans because I met this person and I want to be them. That's okay. I understand of you having a role model, but there's a point of taking it too far. Okay.
Amazing, and she looks so confident in herself, and she knows who she is, and that's what I am.
You look very confident identifying as a girl.
It took a long time for my parents to get it. It took a long time for it to just click with the people in my life.
I don't even think they get it right now. I don't think anyone does.
And I found myself having to come out again at 11 and in junior high at like 14 and then again in high school. And then at one point I finally had to just be like, hey, I've been on hormones for a month and you're going to find out sooner or later. So I just think that even though...
Okay. Why? The question is, why aren't you transitioning? Not medically, not having surgery. Like, you don't have to do that, but like socially, you haven't changed your names. I don't see the appearance of you saying, oh, I go by male, he, call male, sir, like, you know, pronouns. You completely have the appearance of a female. But you have all the resources to identify as a male. Like, you can cut your hair, have a binder, you have hormones. But why do you still give off the appearance like you don't care?
I could totally get away with not coming out to you guys and not being vocal about it because I do present as female. I get cast in female roles. Everyone thinks I'm a woman. I just...
Thinks you're a woman because you are a woman and you don't care you don't care that people see you as a woman because you're not doing anything to change.
Don't feel comfortable with that because I think that we need...
You don't feel comfortable with that. Do something about it. Jesus Christ, it's not that hard to take scissors to your hair. It's not that hard to buy a binder off of Amazon. You have hormones, for Christ's sake. Oh my God.
Need more visibility for people who are trans, who don't choose to medically transition or do anything else to transition. Like, I don't dress stereotypically as people consider male clothing, but I do identify as male, and I know what I would look like if I got to start a body from scratch. I know fucking damn sure what I would look like, but I don't have that option.
Hold on.
And I took...
You don't have that option to take scissors to your hair, order a binder off of Amazon, and you have hormones? Okay, sure sounds like you don't have an option.
Testosterone had to be like 6 months, and all of the changes that I saw physically and mentally were taking me so far away from my goal. And
So what is your goal exactly? Thing is, I know what you're thinking. You have a role model that you saw when you were little and stuck with it. And I'm actually like low-key getting irritated now. But like, you have you say you want to be a male. You identify as a male. You clearly have a female brain. You don't have dysphoria, because if you did, you would chop your hair right then and there. You would wear a binder. You would be so happy with having hormones. But how is it taking you so far away from your goal? I don't get that.
Of being my true self instead of taking me towards it. And I honestly don't believe that I could get the body that I want and feel the way that I feel like would be right without either starting from scratch.
Because you don't have dysphoria. Thing is, you have to have dysphoria to be trans. Alright? You have to have dysphoria. Scientifically. Everyone says you have to have dysphoria to be trans. It's a known fact. Scientifically. And with her, she doesn't have dysphoria, because if If she did, she would want to change right then and there, but it's not doing anything. She has all the resources. But like, thing is, if you don't have dysphoria and you start taking hormones, you're gonna end up getting dysphoria. Like, you have a female brain, you take hormones in your female body, change it into a male, but you're stuck with a female brain, you're gonna get dysphoria.
And going through one puberty with testosterone, or a significant amount of plastic surgery, which I just am not equipped for financially or emotionally.
I get that.
So
I get that. You don't need to do that. But is it really that hard to, like, I know I always go back to the situation, but, like, is it really that hard to dress in male clothing, change your pronouns, and change your name? Honestly, is it that hard? I mean, it wouldn't if you actually had dysphoria and actually are trans, but because you're not, you just want attention.
I like what I look like. I think it's fine. I think that body modification has allowed me to turn my body into something that I find beautiful, whether I think it fits me and it is what I'm supposed to look like or not. I am happy with this. I think it's been really therapeutic to...
Happy having a chest, happy wearing a crop top, happy having long hair, happy going by the name Luna. I'm a male. I go by Luna. I wear crop tops. I haven't cut my hair. I like showing my freaking chest out in public. I don't care if people call me a she. This makes perfect sense.
Tattooed and to cover it in art and make it into something that I don't really feel like I can compare myself to women or to men or to anyone.
Okay. I'm getting off that you're non-binary. You just said you don't like giving off the impression as male. You're not... okay. You say you identify as a male. To me, you are non-binary. Because, yes, that does stereotypically mean you're trans because you are going as something you are not assigned as birth. You're not going by any gender, but it's not who you were assigned as birth. So technically, that means you're trans, but like... identifying as a male and then saying that you're not gonna change, but you don't feel like you're a girl or a boy, I'm gonna take that off as non-binary.
Anywhere in the spectrum. So
yeah,
I just feel that even though it would be all fine and dandy for me to just never tell you that I identify this way and never express this in any way, when I was a kid, if I had one person that was just like, hey, it's okay to be a boy and to have a girl's body or whatever. It's okay for you to not have options before puberty, and it's okay even if after puberty, if
you had every option. Just saying.
You choose not to medically transition. It's okay to not have to.
You don't have to medically transition. You don't have to. But it's not that hard to socially change yourself. It's not that hard.
Commit to a series of plastic surgeries and crazy hormone treatments that aren't going to get you closer to your goal just so that you can...
See, right now, I am not on hormones. I socially changed my appearance, and I go by male pronouns. I would die to have hormones right now, dude. Like, let me get some. Like, oops, my bad. If you're not happy with them, let me get some, dog. Like, okay. I was assigned female at birth. I have a male brain. I have such bad dysphoria. And, like, dysphoria is never gonna go away. And, like... the only way to make it go away is to fit my body with my brain, and you can't change your brain, which freaking sucks. And like, I die for hormones, dude. Like, it brings me to where I want to be. I want to have a male voice. I want to be masculine. There's so much stuff I don't like about my female body.
Validation from society that you're trans enough. It doesn't, I mean, if that stuff makes you happy, anything, basically, anything that's safe to your body. If it makes you happy and it's going to make you feel more yourself, I 100% support it. But for me, the only reason that I would get top surgery and the only reason I would take hormones after seeing what they did to me mentally and physically is so that I could feel trans enough and I could feel validated by society. And even...
Okay. Just saying, you don't need to change medically to call yourself trans. You are non-binary. You don't need to medically change if you don't like your body. I mean, you don't have to, but if you don't like your body, then you're basically living in a world, basically living as someone you're not. And like, I don't get the point of that.
By the trans community. And I am at a point where I know that I'm a man. All of my partners know that I'm a man. My family knows that I'm a man. And I don't need to do those things
I feel bad for
to
your family.
prove it to anybody. And I just want...
You don't need to prove it to anybody. I identify as a tack helicopter. I don't gotta prove it to anyone. That's like saying, just because you're saying you're trans, it doesn't make you trans. You can't just be like, that's like me saying, oh, I'm blind. That doesn't really make me blind.
Anyone who watches this video to just take away from it that I get that you are trying to be more informed if you're cis and you want to be educated and supportive of trans people.
See, this is why politicians... I know not all politicians, but this is why so many people hate trans people, because they see this too, like, what? They see people like this, dude. This is what they think of the trans community. Like, they see this, they be like, what the fuck? I mean, I would be too. If I was a politician, or like, if I was just, cis or whatever, I would, like, if I saw this, I would actually trip my shit, dude. It's just, this triggers me. There's so many people out here like this that is giving people the wrong impression, and this is what they see of the trans community. This is why people don't like us.
But you don't need to expect these things of them to prove to you, like, nobody is going to fake being trans. It's not convenient. It doesn't...
Sure seems like you are. You say, I'm a male, go by Lana. I don't feel... so she first goes to saying, I'm a man, doesn't like taking male hormones, goes by the name Lana, and then she says that she feels in between of a girl and a guy. Okay, but...
It doesn't make it for a happier life. It doesn't make for an easier life. And we don't need to do these things just to prove that what we feel inside is real and that it's valid.
We do it so we feel comfortable with ourselves. Our brain is different than our bodies, which makes which makes us want to die. We change our body, our appearance, to match our brain, because we can't change our brain. Science.
And I just want us all to be kind of a little bit more open-minded about what we expect from people when they come out, and what we expect from ourselves when we come out. And there's just no wrong way to have a body, and there's no wrong way to be trans, and there's no wrong way to be cis. And I just want us all to appreciate what we have, and if it's not exactly what you want, and there's things...
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna appreciate that I have female genitals and I feel completely male. I'm sorry that I'm going through female puberty but have a male brain. I should be male, but I'm sorry, I have a female body. I am not comfortable with that, and there's nothing that's gonna make me comfortable until I physically change my body. Jesus Christ.
That you can do to change it, awesome. But I think it all needs to come from a point of loving yourself first. And
okay, loving yourself first, what she's saying, push all your feelings away, push all the depression away, push all the society away, and love yourself. Oh god, I'm actually bad. So she's telling us to push our feelings away, how we feel, our depression away, and accept who we are. Okay, buddy, I don't accept. I don't accept who I am. Jesus Christ, camera. I don't accept who I am because I'm not who I should have been. Easy as that. It's not that easy to love yourself when you have a different body than you should have been. It's not that easy.
Loving the people around you. And I love all of you. And
I don't love you.
I support you 100%. And I hope that this kind of makes it more clear.
I don't support you though.
Because I get questions all the time by people who think that I'm a trans woman or something. I don't know. I am a trans man. I was identified female at birth.
And you still identify as a female right now?
No, I'm not cutting my boobs off. And that's all okay. So, I love you guys.